everyone, and welcome back to Liz Sews. Today I wanted to do a quick little tutorial on how to add some foam cups into your swimming suit. So these are foam cups that I've purchased off of Amazon. I think I got them in a pack of like 3 or 5. And they work relatively well for me who have a small bust size, so I'd say like up to a C cup. They're really more there to add just a little bit of shaping, smoothing out, not necessarily support because there's no wire or anything like that. So I'm working on the Myth Swimsuit Pattern from Bikini Design Club, and so it does just have a one-piece front. This is definitely my preference in the type of suits to put cups into. I generally only do it in one-piece front suits because I don't like dealing with seams coming through the middle of the cup. So all I've done so far is just put my darts in the side of this swimsuit pattern, and I'm working on the lining only, so not the main material, just the lining. So I have the sort of like finished side of the lining facing up. So if you look at the dart that I put in here, that's the finished side, and then we have the side on the back where that extra material is from the dart. So with the finished sides facing up, and then I sort of placed my cups on here. So for this one, I decided that I wanted sort of the apex of the cup to hit right at the end of that dart, so that's where I've placed it on. And then I've just pinned it onto the front with just one little pin, and I held it up to myself to make sure that the location of the cups seems to be okay. So you can see the cups I have sitting on there are sort of rounded upwards, and that's exactly how we want them to look when we have the finished side of the lining facing up. So once I've held this up to my body and I'm sort of okay with the placement on things, you want to make sure that you get them close enough or further enough apart. You want to make sure that you still leave yourself plenty of space to go ahead and put the elastics around any of the necklines or armholes. You don't want this to be like overhanging and stuff like that. And then once everything looks to be okay, then we can sort of pin down. So I just flatten it and pin it all around the sides. Okay, so now this one is pinned all around the sides. They do sell these cups in black. I just only seem to stock nude in my house because that's what I seem to have the most often, or what I'm making most often. So if you don't like the look of having like that nude cup sitting inside of your bra, you can get these in black. So on mine, the other thing to notice is it do have like the center, it says center on the cup, so you have the right and a left side. It could either say center, it might have some notches in there to indicate which one's the center, but make sure you pay attention to that, and so you have your two centers touching in the middle. So once this is all pinned into place all around the cup, I take it over to my machine and I sew with a zigzag stitch. While it's sort of flattened down like this, I'll sew with a zigzag stitch just all around the exterior of the cup piece itself. And I'm going to switch my machine thread over to a nude thread because I think that's going to look the best. Right now I have a thread that matches my main material. So I'm going to do nude thread, and I'm going to zigzag just along all of the edges of my foam, and I'm going to repeat that for the second cup over here. So as I had said, I do like to keep the foam sort of flattened down while I'm sewing around the edges. Okay, so once you have sewn around the perimeters, it should look like this. This is going to be the inside, so what touches your skin. And then this is sort of the side that's sandwiched in between the outer fabric. So, you can see where that has been stitched around, hopefully, because I do have contrasting thread on the back. Now, if you want, you can remove the fabric now from behind the cup. This is especially useful if you're maybe a larger bust size and you're finding this is like restricting you or compressing you at all. On my bust size, I'm not going to worry about taking all of that extra fabric out because it's not really constricting anything. And then the other reason I'm not going to worry about taking off this excess fabric from the back is just because I'm not using black cups. So I don't want to have the lining. I'm not sure that it would show or not, but it might. If you have like the cups in your nude and then this in black, it might show a little bit when the suit gets wet. So I'm just going to leave it exactly like this. And now I can go ahead making my swimsuit exactly as the pattern has written. And we have these sort of swim cups just floating on the inside now.